Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. In this week's Parsha, Parshas Omer, among the many things the Parsha talks about, it also talks about the different holidays that we as a Jewish nation celebrate. One of them, as you certainly know, is the holiday of Passover. 50 days later is the holiday of Shavuos, the time that the Jewish people celebrate the giving of the Torah. The days connecting Passover and the Shavuos holiday are what's called the Sfiras HaOmer, the counting of the Omer. There's 7 weeks. The 50th day is the holiday of Shavuos. And we spoke in the past, what is the idea of counting up as opposed to counting down? Most people, when they're excited about something, they count down. We're counting up. And the lesson that we said briefly was making each day count. And even though the 50th day is going to be awesome, but today is also a day. But what specifically, though, are we counting? What are we celebrating? There's actually a celebration of each and every single day. As a matter of fact, when the Torah says to count the 7 weeks, it doesn't call them weeks. It calls them Shabbos. It says Sheva Shabbos Temimos Tihiana. 7 Shabboses, or 7 cessations, as they were. They should be complete cessations. Now, why doesn't it say 7 weeks? Another idea is, what exactly is the counting? What does the Omer have to do with anything? What is that idea? So the idea is, and the Medrash brings us down, that there's different types of impurities, about 7 types of impurities, as a matter of fact. Whether it's a woman in childbirth, whether it's the zav and the zava, a flow that comes out of a man or a woman, or the 3 types of leprosy, and also another is I don't remember, but there's at least 7 there's 7 different types of impurities. When the Jewish people came out of Egypt, they were very low down. They were on a very low level, and all those types of impurities, they were not careful to remain pure. And the same way, a woman, after counting 7 days, after being menstrually impure, once she counts 7 days, she is then pure. So too, each one of these 7 types of impurities, they had to go through a 7-day process. And as each day they progressed in that particular tuma, and therefore each day they actually went through another gate of purity. And therefore that's what is celebrating, and that's why it's called 7 weeks of cessation, because they stopped being impure on that level, and each and every single day they went up a level. And that's why it's 7 times 7, in order to be able to cover all the different types of impurities. And at the beginning, the Jewish people started off with the Omer offering. The Omer is barley. It was the barley offering, and the barley is considered animal feed. It's a very low type of feed. And 50 days later, when the holiday of Shavuos comes, we bring the 2 challahs, the first offering to come to the temple, came from the first wheat. The 2 challahs came from the first wheat, and wheat is considered the ultimate source of nutrition, and which is also best suited for human beings as people. And therefore it shows a progression how we were very low down, barley, and bring ourselves up to eating the wheat. And so therefore this is the idea that the Torah is sharing with us, that every single day is actually another accomplishment in and of itself, and we should try to be victorious in each and every single battle that we have. And there's also always different types of impurities and forces of impurities that are surrounding us at all times. Just have to look around what's going on in the world today and listen to what the media is trying to. They're just trying to tell us to be more and more impure and to let go of the ideals that we stand for. But we as Jewish people, we have to stand strong, and we have to hold on to that which we know to be our anchor for the longest of times. And through that, we will then culminate to the 50th day, in which Hashem gave us the Torah, in which we had our own canopy, because after that 49th day into the 50th day was a moment of excellence. And we as a nation were then prepared to be able to accept the Torah from Hashem. So hopefully we can again reach that level. We all can. We all strive together. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Thank you for listening.